Royal Highness, thank you so much, Prince Reza Pahlavi, for being with us today for this International Women's Rights Day.
روز زن، روز جهانی زن را به تمام دختران و زنان و بانوان سرزمینم ایران تبریک میگویم. زنان شجاع ایران زمین معنای واقعی ایستادگی، مقاومت و آزادی خواهی را به دنیا نشان دادند. دخترانی که با آتش کشیدن روسری‌های خود و با قیچی کردن موهای خود به دنیا نشان دادند معنای واقعی آزادی خواهی و معنای واقعی زن، زندگی، آزادی. زنان شجاعی که در بند رژیم فاسد جمهوری اسلامی هستند. بانوانی مانند گوهر عشقی، فاطمه سپهری، ماه منیر، لیلا مهدوی، مادران آبان، زنان داغدار و دادخواه که هرگز سر خود را در برابر پست‌ترین و ظالمترین و خونخوارترین رژیم عصر خم نکرده و تا پای جان مقاومت کردند.
فرح، فره و اعتبار کیان هماره شدو افتخار زنان. به ایران بود مادر تاجدار ز هجران جگر زخمی و داغدار. برازنده بودن جفت شاه سپهر وطن را بود همچو ماه. درخشان بدان جامعه شاهوار به جمع سران جهان تک سوار. زنی پر ز مهر و پرستار وش، بسی روی نیکوی و بالای کش. به مردم بسی نرم خو چون پرند، چو بارو به فرهنگ ما از گزند. به نوباوگان شوق اندیشه داد، توان هنرمندی و پیشه داد. زنان را به آزادگی پیشگام، دلارام و خوشنام و پر احتشام.
So concretely, what can we do to help the statue of Iranian woman today? And could you give us an anecdote, especially dealing with women's rights, in your career?
Well, Iran was one of the first countries in the Middle East to adopt a family law, which was a very important benchmark for bringing and advancing the cause of the right of women and young girls in Iran. The very first thing that Khomeini did was to abolish that law. A lot of progress was done at the time. Iran was, women received suffrage and a right to vote 4 years before the women in Switzerland did. We had the most advanced family laws in Iran. Women were fully participating in the affairs of the country. We had ministers, judges, and all sorts of people working even in the military branch of our country before the revolution. And I think that significant element helped to bring our country full force into a path of modernity and development. And women were involved in various aspects of society, in universities, as teachers, as architects and engineers, and you have it. We need to make sure that the future guarantees this chance for equal opportunity. And it's of course, a lot of it has to do with the law of the land. A lot of this has to do with the constitutional right and the laws of the country. But you also have to constantly remind people, we have to create a new political culture. And that's very important when you're fighting with elements who have been extremely chauvinistic on one side, on one part, and a lot of it, unfortunately, takes root in religion. And I think one of the reasons why it is so important for us to have a secular democratic future in Iran.
یه روز تو جدا میشم که توی گورم میدونی قلبم آروم نداره تو سینه من یه بیقراره.
اگر قرار باشه که آزادی ما، استقلال ما به قیمت این باشه که ما حجاب سر بکنیم، من فکر میکنم که همه زنان ایران یک رست حاضرن که این حجاب حتی سر بکنن. اگر به این قیمت باشه که ما از امپریالیسم و از خلاص بشیم و بتونیم نهادهای رژیم گذشته رو در هم بکوبیم و به استقلال آزادیت برسیم. اگر این بهایی است که باید پرداخت، ما میپردازیم.
خاک این گندم تو خیابونه، خوشه خشم من و تو تشنه بارونه. حق ما کم نیست، زانوی غم نیست، قلب ما که دور از هم نیست. دنیای تازه این یه آغازه، پنجره تا رویا بازه. یا همه با هم یا همه تنها، بلا چاو بلا چاو بلا چاو 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 میپریم از خواب. یه شب مهتاب ما که بیداریم تا فردا، آخرش زنجیر ظلم عالمگیر میشکنه با دستای ما.
Could you tell us a woman who would have been a role model for your career?
Well, you know, as I was growing up, I saw how much effort was done with respect to that. My mother, for example, and everything she did to advance the cause of women and her activities in various aspects of culture and what have you. My aunt, other members of my family, and people that I knew growing up, people who were at the forefront of women actively doing positive work. Our first Minister of Education, Farrokh Parsa, who unfortunately was one of the first people executed by the regime after the revolution. Or someone like Mahnaz Afkhami, who was really one of the pioneers in the field of bringing women's rights into action in Iran, and so many other people I could name who are truly inspirational and role models for what happened. I myself take pride of the fact that as seeing my wife and her work in terms of being a lawyer and the time that she worked for that, and her support of Iranian causes, children causes, and what have you. My daughters who are now also working and enjoy the freedom that America offers a young woman to be able to pretty much do everything that they can. All of these elements, I think, is quite inspirational, knowing that it is in total freedom that we can have the maximum output and contribution of women in society in various roles and shapes. And this is the future that Iran needs to think that we need to engage full force every aspect of citizenry, and especially the vital role that I think women can play in Iran society in all sorts of different areas. But first and foremost, we have to make sure that they are liberated, that the whole nation is liberated, and that we have the protection of the law and the rule of law, which is ultimately what guarantees citizens their rights.
این ویدیو رو بفرست برای زیباترین و با احساسترین زنی که تو زندگیت میشناسی. بهش بگو تو شاعرترین زنی هستی که تو زندگیم دیدم. تو شعر میگی برای کسایی که دوستشون داری، اما با رنگ لاک ناخنت، با گلهای روی پیرهنت، با عوض کردن رنگ رژ لبت، با چین دامنت. تو شعر میگی با نگاهت به کسایی که از صمیم قلبت دوستشون داری. و به نظر من سواد میخواد اونا رو فهمیدن، اونا رو خوندن. تو زیباترین زنی هستی که تو زندگیم دیدم.
روزی فرا خواهد رسید در تاریخ به نام روز زنان شجاع ایران زمین سرد خواهد شد. زن، زندگی، آزادی، زنده باد زنان شجاع ایران زمین.